Hello, this video is going to be about CT side team play, specifically flash setups, crossfires, and bait and switch setups. When you are defending sites as CTs, you will most likely be at a numbers disadvantage once the Ts come in. One way that we can mitigate this is by playing for info and rotating, and also delaying them while they're here to aid our rotations. If we're unable to get a favorable rotation when the site hit comes in, which is what the Ts are trying to play for, so this will happen quite a lot of the time, we want to make sure that we're maximizing our chances of defending the site still with our 2 to 3 players by playing a number of setups, which are the ones that I mentioned. These are going to have the purpose of maximizing the effectiveness of our gunfights, so we're going to maximize the chance that we're winning them and that we're getting multi-frags and keeping our players alive. While also playing off each other and using each other as much as possible to gain the advantage from that. The two main advantages that you gain are going to be from the Ts not knowing where you are when they come out, which is the unknown element, where they'll have to clear a lot of angles and not be sure exactly where you are, and you might be able to catch them looking the wrong way. And the second advantage that we're going to go over is using our teammates in specific setups like the ones that I mentioned earlier. So the first setup that I'm going to go over, or type of setup, is going to be a bait and switch setup. A bait and switch setup I would define as one player playing for first contact, being the bait, and then he takes the contact, falls away, specifically not dying. This requires a lot of discipline, because this guy not dying is integral for them not clearing the second guy. So let's say this guy is here, maybe with an AWP, jumps back, they tag him a bit. These 3 Ts who are running up, for example, are trying to come up, trade him, they don't clear the guy sandbags. Guy sandbags just sits here, waits, baits, and then gets 3. It's really that simple. This can be used to great effect because Ts, especially when they're execing, will be very much go, 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 because it's really in their interest to do this. But sometimes in these spots like this, they might be a bit more cautious and then clear this angle. But when they're execing, it always works, or generally works very, very well, because Ts are very reluctant to slow down because they're worried about rotations, etc, etc. A bait and switch setup that I'm going to show you an example of is this one. So you have one player playing here, playing for first contact and then tucking in as soon as he gets contact, and the second guy will be up on top quad. So boosted up on quad, which you can leave a player up there. This guy's going to come out, theoretically, maybe with a smoke, maybe with some flashes, come up here, find the guy quad, not be able to kill him. He's going to try and come and clear him. But little does he know, as soon as he's here, he tries that, he goes a bit wider to do that, to catch this guy's angle while he's tucked in, and he gets shot by the guy quad. This really is to set up this guy's gunfight as well as possible, because these players will all be looking in the wrong direction. This guy can get a relatively easy mowdown. It's never perfect, but once this guy has been seen, this second guy can swing out again a little bit, take some contact as well. He may be being held, but it gives you a good start for the gunfight, and it really sets you up better than just having 2 individual people playing some positions, like one here and one here, not really playing off each other. The second setup that I'm going to go over is going to be crossfires. So you have, let's say we have a player here. This is one that I like to use, which requires one looking there and one looking here, or further back, just jiggling a bit generally. The point of crossfires, I would define them as trying to get the Ts to come into your crosshair in a line so that they have to face 2 points of contact at once. These points don't have to be constant, so you don't have to be standing out holding the angle. You can be jiggling, but once the T is coming up here trying to catch this guy quad, he's getting shot in the back, he's getting shot in the front, he doesn't know where to look, he's dead. If someone comes up this way, this kind of covers it here. It's not a perfect crossfire. There are better ones on A site between pit and site, mini pit and site, but it really diverts the T's attention, so he doesn't know where to look when he's coming into entry frag. And it also, if you do something like this, it makes it very difficult for them to come up and clear it, because they're having to push up and run to get in, to get up to quad and kill this guy while they're being shot in the side from this guy over here. So that is the second setup, and the last one I want to go over quickly is flash assist plays. These are a lot more flexible, but you can, because you can use them all around the map, but you can use them specifically for site defense. This is one that most people should know. It's the coffin retake flash. You flash right at this antenna, and it will blind everyone here. You can hear it a little bit if you're here, kind of, I think. There's another one you can throw from a bit further back that you never hear, but this you rarely hear. It will blind everyone in this area. You have one player playing here, ready to swing on it, takes contact, kills the blind guys, comes back. Easy as pie. This is something that you can't do with your without teammates, because if you try and do this by yourself, you obviously can't get there in time. If you try and do this, the people are going to hear you and turn around. The ability for your teammates to throw flashes to you is really amazing in Team CS, and it's something that's going to bring back dividends, pay back dividends in your team play if you invest in it by learning a few and getting coordinated enough to use it in your early team play, because it's just such an advantage to have over disorganized teams who aren't ready for it. And it's pretty OP, to be honest. Yeah, so the point of these are a bit more aggressive. They're going to allow you to get some info as well as aggressive kills. So if you see this is all clear, once you get this, you can even re-smoke this. You get the map control back. And then you can rotate a player over to the other side, for example. Or even just not rotating. You can just see that it's clear, leave one here and rotate. And it will give you a lot more time to work with. Yeah, so those are 3 ideas that you can use in your CT side defenses. It's obviously not an exhaustive list of what you can do with your teammates, but the main message is to try and use your teammates as much as possible and use them as an advantage, because if the other team aren't using that advantage, then they're using less advantages than you are, and that means that they should be doing things less efficiently than you are and doing worse than you are. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.